I'm on a mission to find a coffee shop that has some dine-in cafe seating because I cannot deal with this anymore. I need to get out of my house just for a few hours for in the work day because I'm sick of being inside that tiny studio apartment. So that's where I'm heading to. It's a beautiful morning in Philadelphia and I'm ready to go. So I'm not sure if you can hear me, and I'm trying to talk pretty loudly because they're playing music pretty loudly. Uh, but I'm here at Starbucks. I finished eating something, my mask back on because I've been reading a lot about this Delta variant, and I want to make sure that I don't get it. I don't get COVID. So even though I feel like super productive working from this cafe. Yeah, I'm just like really excited and really energized by it, and I'm really and I definitely think that it's I don't it's weird to say that's worth it, but I'm like it's only been an hour and I've gotten like so much done. I feel refreshed. This table is big. It just feels so open compared to my studio, and it's been going good. I'm smiling underneath here. Also, for the longest time, no one was sitting in this like little corridor room, so that was good. And then they also have tables set up like in between like the larger tables for social distancing. So I'm feeling good about that. I had to leave, even though I really didn't want to, because I am paying for parking. And I will say that one of the things that makes working out of cafes and opposed to working from home is that you spend a lot more money. So I think I really don't want to go back home, but I think I want to find some place that I can work outdoors instead of having to stay inside a cafe or pay for parking or anything like that. And also probably is the more safer thing to do than being inside with strangers. I'm back home. It's been a few hours. I decided not to go to another cafe because I needed to charge my phone, and then that ended up to me coming back home, doing more work, then running out to get lunch at Panera. And now I've just finished a meeting for my big project that I'm working on for the summer. And I have another meeting in a few minutes. But, oh! When I tell you that I have so much to do tonight to prepare for tomorrow, because I'm going to New York this weekend to spend some time with my family, hang out, have fun, hit the town, and there's a lot for me to do. Like, in this moment, instead of talking to you, I need to be washing my clothes. Like, I need to throw in a load of laundry. And I feel like that is such a large reason of why I'm so inconsistent with vlogging and recording and stuff, because majority of the time this place is like a pigsty and it takes pretty long to just get everything together. It's like just as quickly as it gets dirty, just as quickly as I clean it, it'll get messy again. And it's hard to stay on top of that, and I'm like sick of being in here and sick of filming being in here. So that's sort of why I've taken a bit of a break and why I'm just so inconsistent with things. But I was watching Octavia B's video. If you don't watch Octavia on YouTube, you should. I really love her accent. But I was watching her video just about like people who are interested in doing YouTube and filming and stuff, and how you shouldn't wait until you live in this beautiful apartment, or until you have these clothes or all these other like material sort of items. You should just film to film because you want to. And honestly, this helps so much getting like things off my chest. Like, you don't know what you got to say until the camera's rolling, I guess. So busy working. What's new? But it's sort of nice to feel like you are contributing to something, and you sort of have a not a purpose, but a purpose. Like, you are working towards things. That feels good to know that for me. Sometimes it's good to lay down too and rest for a few hours to a day. But yeah. I'm gonna finish doing some work and check back with you in a minute, because I feel like there are some things that I've gotten recently that I do want to show you. They said it couldn't be done. They truly did, but only me would figure out a way to kill a snake plant, which is meant to be a really good long-lasting plant. I suck, I guess, as a plant mother. Like, legit killed a snake plant. A little overwhelmed because I have a lot of things to do today, and work is done, and I need to get started. So I feel like I need to write my to-do list. I need to pack my bag for New York. I need to wash clothes. This is my verbal to-do list to this camera. I need to eat my salad and the dinner that I have. And the thing with packing the clothes is that I don't know what I want to wear, so I gotta look at the weather, I guess. Oof. I don't know. Right. Here, about to have my salad after a very long conversation with my mom, and I got the laundry set up, and I did like majority of my packing. So now I'm sitting down to eat. I'm tired, but wanted to like come in here and chat before I like start watching movies and stuff like that. I'm like such a huge Marvel fanatic, and I've been watching the Loki. I've been watching most of the Marvel Disney Plus like one-offs that they've been doing, and I actually really like them. I was always a big fan of Loki, even though he was a bit annoying in the movies, and he just is like super underrated, and I feel like he's always been like the scrappy brother. But I love Loki, and so I've been watching the show, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But one thing that I can say about these like original Disney Plus shows is that they do such a great job of really, through like storytelling, set design, the costumes, they do a really good job of flashing out all of these different worlds and all of these different storylines and like plot twists and things like that. So I will say, like, ranking them, my number one favorite so far has been WandaVision. I love period pieces, anything, so they did such a great job of throwing people, I think, off track, off course, but keeping them reeled in. And the way that they did that storyline for that show was so good. If you haven't watched WandaVision, definitely check it out. It's so good. And me not being like a comic book person, I don't read these comic books. I watch the shows, I watch the movies, and I'm still able to follow along with like the cinematic universe, not the comic book. So I'm sure there are so many different stories with those comics that vary when you hold it up to the movies, but it's still so good. The cinematography's good. All of it is so good, and I love it so much. It's such a great escape. Really good. So I've been watching Loki, and the new shows come out like every Wednesday, so that's good to look forward to. I've also gotten back into Handmaid's Tale. So on Wednesdays, when they're normally uploaded, that's my Handmaid's Tale day. But since that's over for this season is over, moving into Loki, and I'm not too mad about it. I will say that having come out of the boot camp experience, I really love the free time to do things. I feel way more balanced in my day-to-day, my life and stuff, even though this apartment is like I said, is a bit of a pigsty. Really easily, I still have time. I have the time to set aside to pick up things and clean things at the end of the week, which during the boot camp I did not have. So I really appreciate getting back some sort of sense of normalcy, despite things being pretty open-ended. But I'm not even gonna stress about that. I'm taking things as they come and just giving it up, because I'm experiencing my Saturn return, so there's always going to be a lot of changes that come. It's the end of the night and I'm getting ready for bed, so I wanted to take off my makeup and talk a little through what my nighttime skincare routine is, as well as show some new skin body products that I recently picked up that I'm really excited to try out. Don't know, I have the lights on, which means that the exhaust fan comes on, so I'm hoping that this is not too loud. I put on makeup today, which means I'm going to be double cleansing. So I always love using an oil-based cleanser first to remove everything. I generally do double cleansing whenever I do my skincare in the evening. So when I'm not wearing makeup, I like to jump in with an oil-based cleanser, because that removes the sunscreen, any impurities and dirt that I have on my face. So I generally use this Bolden Shea Oil with vitamin E. It's really light, gets the job done. What I love about cleansers is that you don't have to do too much with them. It's really simple and straightforward, and it's just oil. So you don't have to worry about things being too expensive. Before I use Bolden, I also use the sweet almond oil from Whole Foods or any place that sells almond oil. But so I use that, the the one that you don't eat. That's often found in the body health section, and that works great too. I really actually loved using the sweet almond oil, and should probably go back to, I may go back to it after using this. But yeah, makeup's all on the hands. After doing the first oil cleanse, I go in with this gel cleanser from Fresh. It's the soy face cleanser. I really love this. I've used this before and I still get the trial size ones because I just testing different cleansers. So I really love the Fresh cleanser because it's really light. It smells really subtle. The scent isn't very strong, and it feels really good after you take it off. It doesn't feel stripping or anything like that. It's a really good product. and I love it. Alright, so after cleansing, I then use the rose water from Heritage Store. I'm running low on this one, but I have another one on deck. I love how like refreshing this feels on the skin after like all of the moisture, all of the like exfoliated with the washcloth. It feels really good. I generally don't like pat it down or touch it unless I'm in a rush. So after that, I follow up with this exfoliator, this chemical exfoliator from Paula's Choice that I've been using and trying out. It's the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, and I feel like it's doing really good for my skin. To be honest, I haven't really been consistent with the skincare routine for a minute. It's been very like touch and go throughout the year or so. So now I'm trying to get back into it, trying to like use the products that I know like in the routine that I know works for me. And I've heard a lot of great things about Paula's Choice, so far it's been doing really good. It's the only exfoliant that I have in my skincare routine at the time, so I feel like I'm really testing it well. So let me just take this, put it on a cotton pad. I don't need to use too much. I feel like a little goes a long way, and then I just like dab. After exfoliating, I go back in with the rose water just to sort of add another layer of hydration before moving on to the serum. And the serum that I use and have been using for a few months is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Oat and Hemp Seed Dry Oil. This is like, it's a sensitive skin oil, and I really got it because I wanted to just add some moisture into the skin after like exfoliating, and because I just tend to have dehydrated skin sometimes when I'm not drinking as much water as I should be. So I wanted to have an oil, but it's a dry oil, which I don't really know what that means. And I don't really feel like it's doing much, so I feel like next go around I may get an oil that's like more targeted toward a personal skin challenge that I have. But for now, it works really well. It's hydrating, and I feel like you get a lot of product for the money. I feel like that's a pretty large thing of oil. And it smells really good. It smells really light, but again, I don't really know that it's like doing much. So for the nighttime, I use this this Laneige pack, you know, the like birthday gift pack. Like when you go to Sephora, you get like a pack of you get a selection of things to choose for a birthday gift. So I'm currently working through the Laneige package, which comes with moisture cream, a sleeping mask, and a lip mask, which are very hydrating. I like them. They don't really scream out to me. Sometimes I feel like they're a little bit too perfumey, but the product feels really good in my hands and on my face, and it's really moisturizing. So can't be mad at it. And I've used Laneige products before and they're fine. One thing I will say I like about the water mask is that it feels very hydration. It feels very hydrating, like just like water. It's like super a little cooling when you put it on when you apply it on the skin. And that feels nice in the evening, you know, right before bedtime, throwing a nice mask. And even though it's funny, I'm like, oh, it's all right. I really love the lip sleeping mask. It's very thick, very moisturizing, which I never really gave much thought to because it's like lip balm, whatever, but it's very moisturizing. And in the morning, like, skin feels great, lips feel good. I don't feel like crusty. But I always, like, a little goes a long way with this product because I always feel like I put on so much, but it like creates such a layer of moisture that feels really good. So that's the end of my skincare routine, my nighttime evening routine. But I did want to show some like really interesting products that I got recently. So continuing in the vein of skincare, I pretty much wear sunscreen every day. Even when I'm working from home, I like to wear sunscreen because I just never know where I'm going to go out, and my place sometimes gets like direct sunlight, so I want my skin to be protected. So I recently just upgraded my little tiny baby Shiseido sunscreen to the larger one, and this is like my go-to sunscreen that I use on my face. I use it only on my face because this product is not cheap and I want it to last for a minute. And it's just really good. It's even, I mean, you can use it for your face and your body, but no, this lasts a good while, and it doesn't go to waste or anything like that. So that's for my face. And then I wanted to get sunscreen for my body because summer's here, we're gonna be outdoors, because I'm not spending y'all know how I feel, I'm not spending another second in this place. So I stumbled upon this brand on Instagram called Vacation, which is this like new sunscreen brand for the body, and it's very like, it's good for the environment. It works on all skin tones apparently. It has all these good like benefits apparently. And what I loved most about it was the branding. It's like all 80s branding. If you go on their website, it's very immersive and very like obsessively 80s themed, like Miami, Florida 80s themed. And I love it. I wasn't alive in the 80s. Wasn't alive in the 80s. Don't really know much about like Miami, Florida weather culture, but the branding is like A1. And it just looked so fun. So I ended up ordering like just the body sunscreen, and it came in a box, and it came in this like cute package, which is like a really fun prescription bag, like paper bag that you get like at a pharmacist's office. And then inside the bag there's like this receipt. It's so funny. I think stuff like this is so cute, and it's like really cool to see like branding like follow through. So the receipt came back, like, I'm gonna hide my address, but it came back in this like facsimile, this huge like wide paper that has like the branding information, and it's pretty cool. So I was like, oh my god, this is on point. And then I finally opened the package and I was like, this is it. This is the sunscreen. And you may ask, oh Jamera, have you used it yet? I haven't used it yet. I've been saving it for like when I really need it, when I'm gonna be out in the summer. Probably like, maybe I'll wear it this weekend because I'm gonna be in New York playing mini golf and stuff, hanging out. So maybe I'll bring it along this weekend and see how it works. But look at it, the bottle, the packaging is so cute. I love this like cream and blue and yellow, this like blue on cream typography, and like the font and the yellow like cap. It's just giving me vintage, nostalgic 80s vibes, and I'm loving it. So I'm excited to use that. And lastly, I picked up this Glossier. I ordered something from Glossier, and so I got like the Glossier You fragrance, which is packed in my bag, but I love because it smells so good. and I haven't worn it in a year, and I feel like that is just like a really good fragrance. But I also tried something new, which is this like Body Hero Dry Touch Oil Mist. I normally just use shea butter on my body, so I wanted to like try something new and try this out, and it's okay. I'm not in love with the scent of it, but I think it's something nice to like have on your body when it's like really hot and you just do not want to be bothered, or when I just don't want to be bothered from wearing shea butter. But when is that ever, like, shea butter always has me glistening, so I don't know. I just thought I'd give that a try. But those are all like my skin and body products that I have. Clearly I'm super into this stuff because I light up when I talk about it, but hopefully, I don't know if you're watching this, you're also into skincare and things like that, and I love to like do more and show more of that sort of aspect in this channel, because yeah, I'm really excited about it. But that's all for tonight. I'm going to bed. I have a long day tomorrow, so I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and catch you later. Bye.
She said she the one, I bet she thinks she is. Saying don't have no trust, I don't know where you been. I need a break.